Okay, now coming back to part two because I didn't because I guess yeah, coming back to part two. Okay, so that was agree. Now, if you disagree with the topic that television contributed most to changing people's quality of life, you are saying that it is not television which has contributed most to changing people's quality of life. It's not. Perhaps it can be number one. Oh, why is it red? Okay, red now. Number one would be smartphone. Smartphone is not television who has changed people's quality of life. It is smartphone. And then you give an example how smartphone changed people's quality of life. They're able to get entertainment anywhere at any time because it's portable. Explaining by it's portable. You can play games on it. You can even watch Netflix on it and all those things. So smartphone, and then it makes so again from the different aspects of it. You can keep them entertained when they're waiting for their food, like what you people are doing and so forth. So yeah, given a specific example on how it is not television which has contributed most to changing people's quality of life, but it is smartphone. Now number two, it is not television which contributed most to people's quality of life. It is their own lifestyle. Whether it's healthy lifestyle or unhealthy lifestyle, it all depends on that. Okay, so yeah, it's not TV which has contributed most to changing people's quality of lifestyle. It is their own lifestyle, meaning whether they're leading a healthy lifestyle or whether they're leading an unhealthy lifestyle, it all depends on their own self-discipline. So and then another thing, the third one, you can also say, if you're disagreeing that it is not television, it is not television, it is their own educational background. Okay, you're saying that it is their own educational background. It is not television which has contributed most to changing people's quality of life. It is their own educational background. If you have a higher educational background, you will be able to gain a good job, a respected job with high salary. For example, being a doctor, an engineer, not a teacher. No, doctor, engineer, which gives you a lot of which gives you high salary. So yeah, give specific examples such as that. Education compare, but then again, to make it more meaningful, as I mentioned in part one, do comparison. Compared to if you do not have a good educational background, for example, some unfortunate people may only have a background of SPM or diploma for their own reasons, hence for their own specific reasons. So hence, with just an educational qualification of an SPM or diploma or even just a certificate, it can only garner you low income jobs such as being a cleaner, being a clerk, where the salary is not high in this very competitive world where everything is expensive, so even education. So yeah, you make it into specific. Sometimes if you do not know how to elaborate, you make comparison, which is when you have a high educational background with a none to low educational background. Okay, so that is how you compare. So yeah, so when you disagree with this topic, it is not television which has contributed the most to changing, I repeat, changing people's quality of life. It is smartphone, their own lifestyle or their own discipline, educational background, and some other points. Okay, just focus on three. Do not be. There are a few, just a handful of you gave me 4 points, 4 elaborations, 4 body paragraph. Don't focus on just giving me 3, giving us 3 points. Develop it well by giving either 1 supporting detail or 2 supporting details. It depends on your own general knowledge, and elaborate it well with specific examples. And do not forget the so, which is the impact of what you have discussed, to make it to link it back to the question, to make it relevant to the question, to ensure that you are answering to the question. Because most of you darlings, you got a band 3 because you did not link back to your wonderful arguments to answer to on how it changes the TV programs, the education TV program, how it changes the people's quality of life. So when you're given an essay question, make sure that you are able to make it clear. You are able to really fulfill the task. Soalan minta apa? What does the question ask? And that is what you fulfill. If you forgot to mention about how it changed, and hence that is why we are in band 3. If you do not give specific examples, hence we are in band 3. Okay, do we understand? Okay, now, so basically for partial agreement, it depends whether you want to agree, whether you give 2 points to agree and 1 point disagree, or 2 points to disagree and 1 point to agree. It depends on you. Again, just give 3 points, well elaborated points. Focus on giving us 3 points, well elaborated with specific examples and impact, and you're good. And do not forget your mini conclusion. So partial is either or, either or. Now in terms of partial agreement, make sure you use correct, effective, appropriate, effective linkers. Where especially during this part, when you have argued on 2 agreeing points or 2 disagreeing points, here, you know, before you enter the other point, the last point which you disagree on, which you agree on, you must use effective linkers such as however or on, okay, on the contrary. I got so many of in the contrary, and then on the other hand, on juga, on the other on the other hand, please pardon my handwriting, on the other hand. So on the other hand that so it's not in the other hand, on the other hand, or on the contrary, to indicate that you are having a change of opinion or a different opinion. Faham? Okay, so yeah, basically darlings, give us 3 points. Refer back to the notes. I do not need to repeat. You need to have the clear stand. Therefore, I do agree. Now there is this one particular essay which I read, that there's a question, tiba-tiba, yes, I agree. And then you give out the points, and then the thesis statement. No, you must have your general background first, meaning that you are given a topic on television has contributed most to changing people's quality of life. So you must give a general background to that topic first before you enter specifically whether you're agreeing or disagreeing. Therefore, I do agree to the statement. Therefore, I disagree with the statement. Hence, I do agree to the statement, to the topic to the certain extent. And then you must have thesis statement. I repeat, you must have thesis statement. You either it is general thesis statement due to many reasons, or because there are advantages and disadvantages of television, or you make it into a specific thesis statement, which is as it strengthens family bond, it gives us entertainment. It gives us entertainment. However, it can also make us lazier. So in a way, that is if you have partial agreement. So hence, make sure that you explain it in detail for your thesis statement. Then we move on to body paragraph 1 for topic sentence 1. So for topic sentence 1, make it clear topic sentence NCI or topic sentence and main point. Firstly, first and foremost, television has contributed most to changing people's quality of life as it strengthened family bond. So as it strengthened family relationship. So as you can see, it is a very clear topic sentence for you to write. So do I need to write, or can you just listen to that? Because my handwriting, oh my goodness, especially, where do I go? Okay. Okay, so where were we? So this is the part, first and foremost. Oh, it's red. First and foremost, television television has contributed the most to changing people's quality of life as it strengthens family relationship. Okay, you can refer to the sample answers. There are some wonderful sample answers, sample essays which I've posted where they clearly show a very clear topic sentence and a very clear mini conclusion, as well as a well-developed body paragraph. So yeah, topic sentence, make it clear, especially for the first topic sentence, make it very clear. And then you elaborate, what do you mean by it? What do you mean by it strengthens family relationship? Why do you say that TV strengthen family's relationship? A specific example of it, meaning that perhaps watching a movie or whatnot. And then how does watching a movie together, watching the news together with your family members enable you to strengthen family's relationship? And then we move on to which is the impact of watching the movies together, no matter wherever you are, no matter how busy you are in your life. As you grow older, as you grow up, as our parents grow older, and we are growing, and we are blossoming into an adult, you will always remember the wonderful memories of watching television together, and that will strengthen the family relationship, something such as that, the impact of watching it together. And then hence that is why because if your introduction you use topic NCI, if your introduction topic NCI, then for your mini conclusion, show a variety of sentence structure by using it as CI and topic. Hence that is why family relation, hence or therefore or ergo refer to the notes, or ergo or thus, family's relationship is strengthened when as television has contributed most to changing people's quality of life. So this is the part where you need to show a variety of sentence structure in order for you to gain that at least a band 4 for language and organization, no matter what level of proficiency that you are in. And then you have the mini conclusion, and then you begin. And then for the concluding paragraph, do remember the first thing that you need to show to the examiner is, in conclusion, I do agree, I still agree, or I do agree that you restate your stand. Again, you restate your stand, restate your thesis statement specifically. You need to indicate your 3 points specifically in your concluding paragraph, and then you can have your closure, which is your recommendation, thought-provoking question, and so forth. Now, for MS26, I do not know why, but most of you your thesis statement is a question. A thesis statement cannot, I repeat, cannot be in a form of a question. A thesis statement has to be one complete sentence which contain a specific 3 specific points or general points. Okay, so please take note. A thesis statement is in one complete sentence, not 2, not 3. A thesis statement must be in one complete sentence, which consists of the summary of your 3 points. Okay, it cannot be in the form of a question. So, how long is this? Okay, so that's it for essay, on how to answer the question for essay. Coming back to the basic, let's just summarize. Coming back to the basic, when you are given your question, identify what does the question want. Most of you, for what we did for this one, most of you forgot that it changes. How it changed is not indicated. You forgot your impact, you forgot your soul and all those things. You forgot the impact of the discussion, making it not answering, not linking well, or not well developed to answer to the question. Now, when you're given a question, first of all, jangan panic, anak-anak. Jangan panic. Just calm down and list down all the get it table guide, which is what do you mean, why do you say. List all of those. You need to do drafting first. If you just panic and tengok soalan terkebil-kebil, memang confirm ilham tak ada. So so this is the part where you have to jot down everything down. Identify the different aspects on how you are able to develop or gain points. For example, generate ideas. For example, social aspect, financial aspect, physical aspect, emotional, psychological, mental, educational, technological. You have to be able, you must list this all down in order, inshallah, to generate ideas on how to answer the question. With that, I rest my case. All the best. I can only guide you until here. The general knowledge, the specific example semua is all in your head. Oh, do not forget what I've taught you. Survival skills 101. Number one, survival skills number one. You must, for specific examples, give factual evidences from news or whatnot that you know of if you are well read or if you read the news all the time. Number two, survival skills number two. Use your own experiences. If you do not know how to elaborate, if you do not have any factual evidences, then you can create, not to say create, then you use your own experience on how to relate to the question. For example, for myself, I'm staying here in college, and network connection, internet connection is very important. Like you are a matriculation student, and then like my father, my uncle, my auntie, my mom, whomever you can relate for in your own experience. Survival skills number three. Jeng jeng jeng. Create your own experience. I'm so sorry. Create your own example. Create your own experience, because as long as you are able to provide examples, it shows that you are able to relate the question. It shows that you are able to understand the question, anak-anak. Okay. What else before I forget, before I end this video? Examples, specific examples. Yeah, I think that's about it. All the best, darling. Specific example, just pick it. Yang penting kena follow the flow. I've given you some wonderful sample essays which with different levels of proficiency. Know your own level of proficiency, focus on it, you can do it. I can only help you until here. The general knowledge and so forth is all up to you. So hence, go through the points in your Mu'ad textbook. Go through the points to gain ideas, to gain vocabulary during this last minute. And lastly, pray. Ask your mommy and daddy to pray for you, and you can do it. Don't panic. Jangan tak tidur, nanti blank otak. No. Don't panic. Just calm down. List down. Follow what has been taught. Inshallah, success will be in your way. Okay? All the best.